There we go. Okay, I like this. Oh, I died! I overtapped. I was doing so well, and then I got hit so hard that one turn. Oh, I tapped too much. I knew something was not going right. Um, I really thought that I was just gonna sweep the floor with everything else there, and then I died because of the Thunderhawks. You know, I really don't like Thunderhawks. Thunderhawks deal way too much damage for what they do, and like I didn't have a source of resistance to electricity, I think, so not much to do about it. Um, I blame Spider. Honestly, the Ghost mod is the most terrifying Spider mob to you. If you're a spellcaster, it sucks to be in Spider because of Ghost mods. Mm, yeah, I think the same would have happened if I had gone into Spider. Mm, let's see if we find another +8 Arbalest of speed, or if we are gonna die early. Yep. Oh, Ring of Slaying early on. That's so good. Okay. I wonder how much damage that dealt, but I cannot ask the bot for it right now. I need to wait like 5 minutes. Um, but yeah, it was easily more than half my HP from full screen too. So disappointing. Um, D1 Randart book with a bunch of spells that I don't particularly care about. Mm, did load correctly, right? Okay. Mm. I think the Ring of Slaying is just gonna carry me here. Not gonna lie. I think the Ring of Slaying is gonna carry me um, to the mid game at the very least. Mm. What's the attack delay on this? 0.7. So the longbow gets a bit of extra damage, but it gets much faster attacks. Ooh, that's so interesting. Force laying on these gloves, but they have negative willpower. I will hold on to them until I can actually, compensate for that. But at that point, I will put them on. Hopefully, if I find the Hat of the Bear Spirit, I would be able to use it. Does minus tele prevent banishment? It does not prevent banishment. What was that about? What was that about? Ask the bot, but have to wait 5 minutes to see how much damage I received in that last turn. Last game. Okay, the damage that I took that turn was 63. Now let's see how much was my maximum HP. I think it was like 110 or so. My maximum HP with that character was 112, and I took 63 damage that turn. I did have Guardian Spirit equipped, so still, it was less than half my HP, but it was still a ridiculously high amount of damage. And that was all because of the Thunderhawk. I didn't really have a way to mitigate the Thunderhawk. There were many situations in that character where I looked at my inventory trying to read a scroll of Fogu, and I didn't have any. Temple, Okawaru. Hopefully Okawaru shall provide another Arbalest of speed. That would be cool. Yes, I suppose the Ring of Slaying really is just like carrying me out of the early game on its shoulders. Like, I'm not really doing anything here other than pressing tab. Oh, please, come on. I am at full HP. Okay, it finally died. I was at full HP when that guy started hitting me, so I was a bit freaked out that I was not killing it. I should probably exclude this guy. Yeah, this guy has too heavy of an armor for me to want to actually try to kill it. Another Ring of Slaying. It's way too expensive. I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna buy the scrolls, however. Always good to buy unidentified consumables from these shops because they're likely to be really good. I say that, and I got Wand of Charming, pretty funny. I should read these scrolls. I have these, which is most likely identify. Poison, okay. And finally we get identify. Heal wounds. We get might. Might is worthless because it doesn't increase the damage of my launcher shots. So I should drop it because I don't plan on meleeing things. Yeah. Clearly the key to having a successful launcher character is to find the Ring of Slaying. If you find the Ring of Slaying, you're gonna have a good time playing your launcher character. I'm amazed at how much damage I took with that character. I don't tend to play characters that can have that happen to them. Like, I build my characters very purposefully in such a way that it is unlikely for that kind of thing to happen. But it is like not really compatible with what I'm doing with this deep elf. Normally my deep elves by that point in the game will have like very powerful spells that let me kill those kinds of things in like 1 or 2 turns, and therefore don't really expose me that much or that heavily to the amount of damage that I received there. But it was not the case this time. It's laying by D2. Not quite, because that ring was incredibly expensive and I will not be able to afford it for quite a while. Most likely for the entirety of the game. But who knows? Maybe I have acquirement. Maybe I should read these scrolls to try to find acquirement. I'm gonna hold on to read when it comes to the read identifying. So I identify with a scroll of identify for the scroll of blinking, because the scroll blinking is so important, right? But after I have scroll blinking, I'm gonna read identify all of the things. Okay. 14 ranged weapons. We're almost at min delay with the short bow. Min delay is 16. It's quite high min delay for a starter weapon. Maybe these guys, maybe like Hunter will get nerfed into starting with like a sling or something, since sling deals less damage, but also has a lower min delay. As it is right now, I would say that it is somewhat equivalent to backgrounds that start with War Axe, because War Axe also has like a high min delay. Wow, got netted twice. Fortunately, it didn't get netted for the third time, and I was able to survive. I think I missed the sewer. Whatever. I'm just gonna continue out exploring. Oh no, it's not a sewer, it's an ossuary, and I just stumble upon it. It has a lot of alarm traps. It's very spooky. I think the way that this works is that there is no. Okay, I think we're fine. Maybe I should use hero here. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Lots of useless items, funnily enough. I like immolation. Yeah, there's some more items over here. The early game portal bolts have so many consumables. If I open those doors, I know there's zombies on the other side, so I'd rather just like grab all the loot before I open the doors. Yeah, before I open the doors to see if like if there's anything too good, I already have everything at least, so I could just run away. If like there's a powerful enemy here, I guess I wouldn't have been able to run away from that center zombie. All right. I'll read those scrolls a bit later. Dexterity. Yep. Getting carried by my ring of slaying. Very nice indeed. And fighting. Unfortunately, DEHu has a terrible aptitude for fighting. -2 is so abysmal. Do keep in mind that one of my favorite species is Ogre, and Ogre has +3 fighting. That's definitely part of the reason why it's one of my favorite species. Also, maybe I shouldn't be fighting Maggie. No bolt of fire, please. Maggie shouts leave me alone while running at me. Not very convincing, you know? Okay, fortunately I had that one of Ice Blast. It got the job done. You got to go. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your night. I will still be here for about 2 hours. So yeah, if you want to look at the video on demand, you can always have, you know, there's a lot that you will get to see if you want to look at the video on demand. +0 cloak. So this time Crazy Youth's cloak was trash. It's rare that Crazy Youth has like an actual really good cloak, but it does happen every now and then. Wow, what's up with the misses? You don't even have that much evasion. How likely is it for me to miss this guy that much? That's not real. Like, how likely? About 20%, 26% chance to evade your +0 short bow. It has already happened so much. Wow, that was insane. It literally missed like easily more than 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it missed 7 times, but it felt like it missed way more. I think it was a mixture of just like very low damage rolls somehow, even though I'm using a Ring of Slaying, and misses. But the misses felt so plentiful. That was a nasty experience. Part of the reason why I like playing spellcasters a lot more than non-spellcasters is because spellcasters almost always have the certainty of actually being able to do something. Kind of a bit to compensate for the chance to miscast. Like if you don't get a miscast, it's going to do something your spell almost always. Frozen Ramparts, Freeze, even like something, a Scorch is a good example. The 9 Tengu Conjurers. There's 2 of them, so I'm probably gonna die here. They're also faster than I am, so I need to read teleport. Okay, nasty teleport. Let's read another one. It would be quite dissatisfying if I was to die here. Let me tell you that. Oh, fortunately I got away with my second teleports. I wonder if these guys can generate with longbows now, because I think they used to, but it was very unlikely. Don't know how it works with the current launcher scheme. Okay, I still don't think that I can kill you, Mr. Tengu Conjurer. Cannot finesse yet. Needs to get some evocations skill to be able to do that. I am not sure that the Tengu Conjurer will shoot me with Lightning Bolt because I was in a position where it was gonna sap itself. So that's why I didn't feel so afraid fighting it there. And it turned out to be okay. Didn't really shoot me with Lightning Bolt. I saw a 2-headed ogre, which could be pretty dangerous. Do you have Curare? No Curare. Throw net. Shoot at this guy. Throw net. Shoot at this guy once again. Lost 2 nets, but it was worth it because I killed the 2-headed ogre. Any situation where I don't have to run away from things endlessly is nice. Throw letter armor, bit of an upgrade compared to swamp scales at least. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, considering that I was in the middle of fighting bees. But I was able to kill the bees anyway. You know, regen is a very nice property. It's effectively 1 HP per turn that you're in combat. Wow, that cyan ugly thing is awful. I have one net. Let's go for it. Unfortunately, there's no Kirare, but I don't lose the net, that's good. Non-spell Deep Elf, that's intimidating. Yeah, we're trying the changes to launchers. I wanted to do it with a Minotaur, but the Minotaur was not going well at all. I'll drink Haste. Yeah, Haste is like a very safe way to make sure that I'm gonna kill that guy. I got Portal Projectile. No more High Elf, sad. Whatever. Like, I really don't have issues with the removal of High Elf. I won a couple of them, but I was never too attached to the species. I don't really understand why some people are actually like seriously attached to some species, like with deep dwarf removal, but more, you know, infamously with mountain dwarf removal. I think that's the one that everyone has heard about. Wow, maybe I shouldn't have done that against that guy. What do we train now? Invocations to 12. Let's start a fight simulation for betting purposes. I launched my local version of Crawl, which I haven't updated in a while, and I really should update. And I start a fight simulation because you can do that in local Crawl in case you have never done it yourself. And yeah, like you can bet on it because I can do channel point predictions. So you can force a channel point prediction, which I haven't done in a while because people don't really do it that much, or like they don't participate that much. So there's not a lot of interest in channel point predictions. That came close to killing me. Fortunately, it didn't happen. But I guess that's just how it is with Deep Elf. You are either at full HP or you're close to dying. At least it's not like Cat, because Deep Elf is still playing Crawl. Cat just like loses so many items that I wouldn't say that it plays Crawl. Okay. Psyche got me with a slow, but I don't know how the slow happened. Did I get slowed from getting meleeed? I did get slowed by getting meleeed. Very nasty roll of chaos. +1 robe of a Ziggurat. Not very good. I will leave it on the floor. Not the best first item to receive from Mokawaru, for sure. But I guess not all characters can get a +8 Arbalest. But I can get a +0 Arbalest. It's gonna require me a bit of extra skill to get usable. Need 18 ranged weapons. I'll go for it right now, and I think it is a decent thing to do. But for now, the short bow is probably better because of the Ring of Slaying that I'm using. What do I think of Singing Sword? I don't think I've noticed too much like the damage from Singing Sword, but I assume it's nice. Ooh, Boulder Beetle is rolling. Is it going to kill me? It almost killed me. If it had hit me, it would have killed me, pretty much. Where's the entrance to Lair? I can get to it. Yeah, when it comes to Randarts, they're almost always good. Like, I don't think there's any bad on Randarts in the game nowadays. Okay. I maybe should be training dodging instead of doing this. I'm gonna turn on dodging instead. Yeah, and just keep shooting the short bow. I have slaying. Slaying shall carry me to the mid game, as I mentioned. But I'm starting to feel like it would be nice if I was to, you know, get a weapon upgrade. Maybe the arbalest is a weapon upgrade that I was, hoping for. But I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that. Mm. Oh, ouch. That was a lot of damage across 2 turns. You're almost dead. Please die. Okay, thank you. That was unfortunately a bit too close. Hopefully that won't happen again. And I think it was the result of yeah. Look at the misses in the arrows. Do these things like have bad accuracy or something? I guess they kind of do. But I would rather attribute that to bad luck. It also is not like enchanted or anything, so there's that as well. Okay, am I dead? I would be dead if I was to, yeah, to not kill this thing. Okay. I think against Hydras I'm not powerful enough to just stab them like that. I need to hero finesse probably. Mm. Okay, that teleport trap placing the double pass close to me that was actually kind of nice. No complaints about that because it let me, continue shooting at it after it was weakened. Wow, things just get to me and deal so much damage. I guess that's just the nature of playing a deep elf. If I was not trying to force the range build, I would like jump at the opportunity of using a launcher immediately. What is this? A snake or spider? It's a spider. I was hopeful of it being snake because there's like water moccasins and black mambas here, but those were probably just like normal generation. Anyway, I'm gonna put an exclusion here because I don't really care about not being able to auto-travel there. I know that by the time I want to go into Spider, I'm actually gonna be able to handle Boulder Beetles, and not until then. So I don't mind the exclusion. Oh, that's the entrance to Swamp. Yeah, we got Swamp and Spider, so no shoals this time. I wonder how much of a difference it's gonna be to do Swamp. Oh man, this is not going well. I should re-teleport. I should probably leave this bolt alone. I can kill these things, but oh wow, seriously. Okay, please don't wake up. Okay, it woke up. I'm going to shaft myself because I think that's the safest way to go at it. Or I can just walk away. Like I was gonna shaft myself until the boulder beetle jumped away. Now I think I just go downstairs like normal. I don't have resistance to corrosion. It hit me with 2, and it dealt so much damage. Just deep elf things. Why was I not feeling like this with my previous character? Was it because I got an early longbow? All 3 stairs lead to this. Oh man. This is pretty rough. I can deal with it, but can I survive this Komodo dragon at 45 HP? Okay. We hero finesse and we live.
My wife still doesn't believe in me!
Start polemic.
2 ood knights, 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 2 ood knights.
Okay. Start polemic. Thank you for 12 months. I appreciate it. What's the launcher rework? The launcher rework is that all launcher skills were merged into one. Yeah, you can see it right here. Short blades, long blades, ranged weapons. So now the ones that scale with dexterity are here, and the ones that scale with strength are here. And apparently unarmed combat scales with strength. I thought that it was like a hybrid, and it scaled with whichever one was highest between your strength and your dexterity. But it doesn't seem to be that way. And I only thought that because it has a specific title for whenever you have dexterity as your highest skill. So I thought it worked like that, but maybe not. Yeah, it's a pretty good change, I think. pretty good change. Mm, there were also some like ranged weapons that were removed from the game, but it is fine. Oh yeah, we have come to the conclusion that the next level is awful. Okay, getting out of there is gonna be annoying thanks to that. Next to the local plant. You gotta be joking. This is so ridiculous. I think I'm just gonna die here because I'm not even at full HP. I'll drink a heal wounds to not die. That level sucks. Yeah, open level, very difficult to go in, very difficult to get out. Nasty monsters in it. I don't like this level one bit. I would like to leave the level. Let's see if I can do that easily. Visibility would work too. Can Oclop see invisible? We can find out. We can find out. They don't see invisible. I have a potion of invisibility, so I could use that indeed. I probably should right now to, take advantage of the invisibility, get full value out of it. Bump. Oh yeah, for like um the launcher rework, because people are gonna ask that a lot. Okay, we kill the Hydra, and I'm still here of Nest, so I'm just gonna drink invisibility. Go in, kill the Oklov. Longbow of Flaming, big weapon upgrade. Better than the Arbalest, most likely. But it's a big weapon upgrade, and it is indeed better than the Arbalest. Oh yeah, like take a look at the stats of a couple of these things. Like base damage 12, base attack delay 1.7, but min delay is 0.6. Like this is very interesting how the min delay is 0.6. For the short bow, base damage 9, base attack delay 1.5, but min delay 0.7. For the Arbalest is base damage 17, so massive, but base attack delay 1.9, min delay skill level 18, and it's 1.0. I think it would be much better if the min delay for the Arbalest was 0.9, and in general, the highest min delay should be 0.9 in my opinion, since 0.9 is kind of the point. Like with 0.9, and if you were wearing like some form of light armor, you would be shooting at 1.0 delay anyway, since there's a penalty for wearing armor when you're using launchers. Min-delay on longbow and shortbow ought to be swapped. No, not really. It is understandable that when you're using a more expensive weapon, it's gonna turn out to be a better weapon. And when it comes to the bow is like the fast weapon. It doesn't deal that much damage, but it shoots very quickly, and by extension, you get a lot of use out of your slaying and out of your enchant scrolls when you use them on your bow. On the other hand, the Arbalest is like the opposite, very slow but highly damaging as it is. Okay, we identified blinking. Oh wow, there's like Volcano and Gauntlet. Yeah, we're going into the Gauntlet, definitely. But the Volcano is worthless compared to the Gauntlet. Shadows disperse without effect because I'm a worshipper of Okawaru. Scroll of Fear. Magic Mapping is exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, which one of these is the Volcano? Oof, I don't know. I think this might be the Volcano. And I think it might be the Volcano because it is... it has like a little cavern thing, and yeah, there it is. It's the Volcano. And here it is, the Gauntlet. Let's go into the Gauntlet first. The Gauntlet is way more important than the Volcano. Less likely to kill me, more likely to actually have good stuff. Another Ring of Slaying and a rendered ring. Um, I like the Ring of Slaying a lot, but I don't know if I should consider it to be a priority. However, there's a good chance that I can grab the two of them. Aha, the two of them are in the short gauntlet. This one has a short one and a long one, where you can get more loot. But all the good loot seems to be in the short one. Yeah, wow, it's insane how all of the good loot is in the short one. Um, Alright, so we're going into the short one. The Blizzard Demon could be scary. I don't have cold resistance. 5 shadows are not that much of an issue, as long as they don't all go invisible immediately. Okay, I'm gonna hero. Ouch. Please don't do that again. Gonna finesse. Why am I doing that? Yeah, stop that. Okay, we're fine. I think I killed all of them. On Talos, it's pretty obvious that it's a volcano. It's covered in lava. You can see that with your magic mapping. If so, that's pretty questionable. Makes magic mapping more powerful in Talos than in console. Ouch. Okay, Blizzard Demon. I am Hero Finessed. And I'm using a longbow flaming, so I should be able to kill you before you kill me, even with no cold resistance. Fortunately, it is the case. This ring is bad. Yes, this ring was so close to being good, but it is really, really bad instead. Normally I would use this kind of ring on a deep elf, but unfortunately this deep elf doesn't have access to that kind of ring. I'm gonna carry it because it's so bad. Inscribe. This ring is so bad, lol. Yeah, normally I would consider it to be really, really good on a deep elf, but unfortunately not on this one. Chainmail. You should be using magic, yeah. The game really is insistent in giving me items that say you should be using magic. Okay, Minotaur, please don't kill me. I'm Hero Finessed. And I have 8 slaying. Please don't kill me. I have 8 slaying. I have 8 slaying. Yeah, there we go. My slaying gets the job done. 1 Quicksilver. Ring of Intelligence. So yeah, imagine if I was using magic. I would have so much intelligence. What do I have? Troller Armor, Amulet of Regen. No wonder I'm regening so fast. Left behind a couple of items, but it doesn't really matter that much. I want Willpower because I want to wear that Force Lane pair of gloves. I still can make it into the volcano. Let's go over there. Okay. I don't like this one that much. I should probably Hero Finesse. Wow, okay, I'm dying here. Someone opened the door? Aren't those ruined doors? Wow, okay, I feel scammed. I think I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna try not to, but I think I'm gonna die here. Wow, look at that, to a freetie. To a freet. It used to be pluralized a freetie. Now it's only a freet. Cannot duel with only 6 invocations. Okay, you destroy the molten gargoyle. Back to full HP pretty much. Okay. Alright. We survived that somehow. Flaming not the best brand for Volcano? Yeah, but like whatever. It's also not the best brand for a longbow because longbows have very low base damage. I think I'm just gonna Hero Finesse for everything here. Whoa, how much damage I took? 38? Out of 1 Lindworm? Not even the 2 of them shooting me at the same time, only 1? Crazy. Um, that's actually so much damage. And they don't seem to be coming my way. Why are they not coming my way? They fly, right? Oh, they don't fly. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna kill them like that. Okay, what is honored by your kill? Of course, I would also be honored by that kill. Um, hmm. The very least I should use hero. Hero gets me pretty much min delay. Alright, please let me get out of here successfully. Okay, I got fire resistance. Goodbye troller armor, I suppose. Boots of flying are a small upgrade that I got from Okawaru, so I'll take them. Gloves of dexterity are a nice thing to have. Increases my damage a bit, so no complaints about that. Quick blade, but I'm not a melee character. So yeah, okay. You know what? That's fine. I got a fair amount of okay stuff out of doing that. Gloves of not will. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot use them yet, but I really, really want to use them sometime soon. Nessos. Ooh, Nessos has something good for me. Unfortunately I don't have Hex ones. You know, normally when you find Nessos, you already have Hex ones, but not this time. Do I have Wand of Flame at least? I do. So I can create clouds of flame to prevent Nessos from looking at me. Ouch. Nessos is kind of killing me. I'm kind of winning. Okay, yeah, there we go. Big deal. Um, big upgrade. +3 longbow flaming. Well done, you've only completed double portal once in all of your games. I complete them not always, not always. I often miss them actually. But it's not the first nor the second time that I've done it. In the case of the Gauntlet, I decided to go for it, not only because it was the one with the highest potential value, right? Which it was, but also because it was the fastest to clear. The volcanoes usually take longer, more fights to have to rest off, and that kind of thing. So I'm just here with my character with 8 slaying, running around and shooting things. Hoping that things go well. Would be nice if I had, you know, good amounts of HP. Oh, by the way, did you hear that now there's like a 75% a chance to get Jiba here or so? I don't know the exact number. I may be exaggerating a bit. I think it was either 50% or 75%. I don't remember exactly which one it was. Or maybe it was 66%. It was probably somewhere around the middle. Geez, Lingworm and the other thing that does the same as the Lingworm, the Rhyme Drake. Yeah, two of them at the same time, pretty rough. Lots of Lindworms in this lair for some reason. Just put Jiva in Temple. Jiva in Temple would be way too strong. Like, the flavor of Jiva is that Jiva is like that secret goth that is difficult to get to, but gives you a lot of power. That's why Jiva got recently reworked. And I'm glad that that happened because Jiba before was difficult to get to but didn't really give you that much power. Jiba was absolutely a challenge god before. Now it is a much more legit option for pretty much any character that happens to be able to acquire Jiba. More often than not, Cinder Acolytes fall into that category because they kind of are wanting to abandon Ignis by the time they get to Jiba. Wow, it's getting kind of laggy here. It's probably the server, right? Like, is my stream okay? Let's take a look at my stream. My stream seems to be doing okay. So yeah, server's getting kinda laggy. And I am taking a lot of damage. 2 hits and I'm already under 50% HP. Not the greatest thing ever. Not a big fan of that. Got a hero, very slowly, because the stream is lag, or not the stream, the server is laggy. Stream is fine. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for letting me know. 12 invocations. Do I get evocations or do I get 22 of these? 22 is mean delay for the longbow. I'm gonna get it so I don't have to hero all the time. I still hold faith in the dream of potentially getting another good weapon of speed from Okawaru. But that +8 Harvest to speed was perfect. It was literally perfect. The only thing that could have upgraded it was a triple crossbow. Like, the only thing that could have replaced it, that could have been an upgrade for me. It even had willpower. That's so crazy. Craziest part about it is that it had willpower at a point in the game where I didn't have willpower myself. So it was super useful. So useful. I should probably learn. Oh, I don't have the thing. Oh, no, I do have the thing, but I already learned it. Yep. I maybe will use that, but there's no guarantee that I'll use Portal Projectile. If I get Blink, I would be much more incentivized to train translocations. You know what's with me and Portal Projectile? Where like you should probably always get it if you're using like a launcher character, right? Because it's just good. But the thing is that it has a hexes. It is hexes translocation. I have no idea why it is a hex. If it was only translocations, I would get it more often. Not even joking. It's that line of text that says hexes, the thing that prevents me from getting that. Have I already identified enchant weapon? Probably not. Yeah, I haven't. Okay, so either enchant weapon and brand weapon could be these scrolls. Enchant armor, enchant the globes of dexterity. I'm still carrying those globes with 9 dexterity. They have 9 intelligence and 4 slaying. Yeah, it's unlikely that I'll put them on, but yeah, it is so unlikely that I'm gonna put them on that I would rather just like enchant my current globes. Still gonna carry them, however, because they're pretty funny looking. Okay, Polar Bear hits me really hard. Everything just hits you really hard when 21 HP is like 25% of your maximum HP. Pretty rough. Does Jiba still eats everything off the floor? Jiba still eats everything off the floor. But fortunately, Jiba now gives you a lot of regen. Capping at pretty much 2 items of regen, or like the same regen that you would get from 2 items of regen. You get very good mutations off of Jiba. You straight up only get good mutations from Jiba now, or like Jiba exclusive mutations. There's one Jiba exclusive mutation that gives you the form body, which is not particularly great, but it is still, you know, a Jiba exclusive mutation. It also does something else. But I don't remember exactly what it does. I think that for my character, it is better to use Guardian Spirit. Guardian Spirit gives me effectively over 100 HP right now, which is a good thing to have. So yeah, might as well put it to use. Ranged weapons at 20. Let's go back to the dungeon. Hopefully this time I actually, survive past the mid game and I don't die in bolts 1 to a dude that deals 66 damage to me in a single turn. That would be nice. I would appreciate that. Francis. Okay, Francis can die very easily, but I need Hero Fitness. This is not like my one of my previous characters that I had the other day that just destroyed Francis. This one will have a bit more issues with her. Or rather, I would prefer to be a bit more prepared for dealing with her. She still dies very quickly, thanks to the power of Hero Finesse. And I guess I also have 8 Slaying. Let's be completely fair here. Slaying is what's been carrying this character. I feel like this is a pretty good character to have because I always get slaying and I very rarely use it, but this is the perfect character to have slaying on. The weapon even has like a faster attack speed than your average weapon, so it can get even better use of having ridiculously high amounts of slaying. I don't think this character is strong enough to deal with Rupert. Not only that, but it also doesn't have curare, so Rupert is just gonna kill me here. Please don't kill me, Rupert. You have a great sword of protection. At least I didn't get paralyzed. What's your chance to paralyze me? 14.9%. Okay. I was able to survive, but it took me a lot of HP. I was at half HP by the time I survived Rupert. Anyway, since we know that D13 has Rupert, we should probably leave the level for good. And I'm going to try to do just that. I have a couple of magic mappings. I have two. Rather hold on to it, to be completely honest. I would rather hold on to it. You never know when you're gonna get a portal vault or two portal vaults in a row. Getting close to min delay on the longbow. We are at 21 skill. Yep, I should leave the level. After all, I did get shafted 2 floors. That level was a bit above my current base grade, but only very slightly. We got acquirement. Unfortunately, none of these things are good, so I'll grab the money. The plate would be nice on a different character that, you know, have strength. With 8 strength, there's not a lot that I can do when it comes to heavy armor like that. And not only that, but also heavy armor completely destroys your attack speed. Oh man, that's so good. I wish I could put that on, but doesn't say anything about my attack speed. What if I pick it up? Oh, does it not say anything unless I unless I put it on and then I check my weapon? I wish it said something about your attack speed, the body armor. Anyway, I know that that's pretty much unusable, so I'm not even gonna bother trying to do it. Okay, let's go to Orc. Oh, I have not found Orc. I think it was on D9. And I think I skipped D9 for a reason. Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to kill that early two-headed ogre. Would have loved to be able to do that, but yeah, I just didn't have the tools to do it. No curare, no nets. Or I did have nets, but I think I ran out of them. Yeah, I ran out of them. And the reason why I would have been interested in killing that guy early is because, you know, a lot of Okawaru piety. Probably Okawaru would have been exalted by my killing of that guy. Okay, 22 ranged weapons skill. Now I have min delay on the longbow. And after that, evocations skill maybe. I can then start training for maybe portal projectile. There's some situations in the mid game where portal projectile would be pretty useful if I had access to it. Even for here, it would be nice because it would allow me to snipe the orc sorcerers and high priests from behind all their summons. So yeah, the more I think about it, the more appealing it seems. Let's do it. Gonna need seven hexes, 7 translocations, and for the spellcasting, I'm probably gonna go to 12 for more mana. I'm using Guardian Spirit, so I do benefit from having more mana. Not everything. Jiva doesn't eat everything. I guess that's true. Jiva doesn't eat artifacts. When it comes to Jiva, you are definitely favored. When it comes to being a melee character, if you want to be a mage with Jiva, it's gonna be pretty rough for you. Erolcha will most likely banish me. Gonna try not to get banished by Erolcha. Okay, it's not going very well. Gonna fear. Gonna fear. Yeah, that's gonna fear Erolcha. Oh, I didn't fear Erolcha. Something tries to affect you, but you resist. That could have been a banishment. And if it had been a banishment, it would have most likely killed me. Though, to be completely fair, I do have a lot of damage. Erolcha. She has 2 pips of willpower. Maybe enough to resist fear, but I'm gonna try with my last fear. I think she got feared. I think she's just blinking away. Walk in the opposite direction. Get out of here. Rest to full HP. And go downstairs because I don't want to mess with that Ultra. The Orc Warlord, by comparison, looks significantly easier. I also have 12 Scrolls of Immolation somehow. Ranger starts with, or not Ranger, Hunter starts with Scroll of Immolation as its new fancy item. I think I have to tap the Warlord because attacks of opportunity, right? That was fine. Did deal a bit of damage to me, but it could have been much worse. I could have gotten paralyzed by that sorcerer, and I'm very glad that it hasn't happened yet. Because I have no willpower, nor any source of it. Yeah, normally I would be like, oh, I have to take off one of my rings of slaying to put on willpower, right? But yeah, this time I don't even have the option, so I'm just gonna run around killing as many things as I can until I get paralyzed and I get killed. Because let's not fool ourselves here. If I get paralyzed, there's no way I'm surviving. Not with an 88 HP character. Okay. How is my portal projectile looking? I want to know because it's likely that I'll have to, or that I would be in a good spot if I was able to use it very soon. The sorcerer is a bit more scary than the high priest because it can paralyze. Though the guys don't seem to be running into the fire. Only the knights do. That's their thing. They like to run into the fire. Immolation again, because I have a million scrolls of immolation, so why not? Big damage. It's very nice that I got this bolt. This bolt is reminiscent of Elf, and I was able to clear it very easily thanks to all the scrolls of immolation that I had access to. Rings of Dexterity. They could theoretically be nice at some point. I wonder at which point, or like if there's any point at which a Ring of Dexterity will outclass a Ring of Slaying for purposes of damage dealing with a longbow. I maybe could also switch to a triple crossbow. And funny thing that you mentioned it, a Selen, because Singing Sword ended up appearing in my game. I'm not gonna use it because it's a melee weapon and I'm not really doing that. Like I wouldn't press staff for a melee weapon with a deep elf. Definitely not. Like if with a launcher I still feel that I'm not killing things fast enough with a melee weapon. Yeah, with a melee weapon, nah. Blink. I don't have Blink the spell, unfortunately. I found a bookshop, but the bookshop doesn't have any books that have Blink on it, on them. Young Poisoner's Handbook would have been nice. But nope, not doing any spellcasting like that. We are going to go back to the dungeon. This level is the level with Rupert. By extension, I shouldn't be in this level. The Elf melee is pretty bad. Yes, it is. It is quite abysmal. When it comes to spellcaster deep elves, I have such an easy time with them, and I enjoy them so much. I go through the game feeling incredibly powerful, like a monster. I just destroy everything, and I get level 9 spells super quickly because that's just the thing about deep elves. Their aptitudes and their intelligence is so good. The two of them are so good that it's very easy for you to get ridiculous things like level 9 spells by the time you go into bolts, for example. I've had it happen before. But with a launcher, you do get your launcher very quickly, to be completely fair, because the aptitude is also fantastic. But you're like subjugated to being using a melee weapon, right? Like being using. Oh wow, that's a pretty good specific store. Um, yeah, this has blink. I should buy that. Yeah, hello blink. I will use that and I will enjoy it. Mm, yeah, using a weapon is just slower than using spells, is what I wanted to say. Condenser Vein, I'll buy that. Very good Condenser Vein, I like it. Spellcaster Debuff, you just nuke everything and end up randomly in 3 turns from forgetting you have no HP. Yeah, I can sympathize with the nuke everything part, but when it comes to forgetting that I don't have HP, that's something that never happens to me. I never forget that I don't have HP whenever I'm playing a Debuff. What do you have? An Arbalest. Okay, hopefully there's no more wizards in this vault. If there's another wizard, we would be in some serious trouble. You know what's funny about these guys? I have flying, so I can do the railbird strategy. In case you don't know, for some reason, in case you're brand new here, the railbird strategy is when you happen to be able to fly and you just fly over the water, and then melee monsters cannot hit you. Something that I rarely do, but something that was indeed very useful today. I think that Centaur Warrior didn't have a weapon, but I'm not sure. Because it never wielded it. Oh, I think it was just within melee range. And it was not gonna shoot me. It had a short bow. Okay. 7 hexes, 7 spellcasting, 5 translocations. As I mentioned, will continue training spellcasting for the mana. And the mana will get me a lot of effective HP. It's a shame. Personally, I think that it is a bit of a shame that I am reduced to having to use my mana as my HP bar. But there's not much else that I can really do about my HP situation as a deep elf. Okay, we got rid of the Ogre Mage. The Ogre Mage explodes. Pretty good. Chasing monsters while flying over deep water is so much fun. Yeah, the pinnacle of gameplay, right? If it was really an issue, it would be removed from the game, so it's not an issue. Oh boy, like in case I didn't have enough monsters that were capable of, banishing me, I have Louise on the screen as well. That's so nasty. Please don't banish me, Louise. Can I get it? Can I make it so that you don't banish me? Oh, the pain! I even read Fogu. I mean, I knew that in the position I was not gonna block the line of sight of Luis immediately, but that's just painful. A rune light. I got thrown into Abyss 3 instantly. I'm experience level 15. What? I'm experience level 15, dude. Why am I in the Abyss? I mean, there's the rune is very close to me at least. Hopefully there's also an exit there. Yeah, I'm gonna hero finesse this. At least I have some serious damage and I can actually kill these guys. Imagine if I was not able to kill these guys. Okay, I'm gonna come back stronger. Because I'm gonna pick up the rune. Unfortunately, no more getting 2 levels of experience out of picking up the rune. Okay, get rid of the Thorn Hunter. I think I saw one of those guys that torment you. Yeah, Lurking Horror. Once it steps next to me, I'm drinking 3, because if I get tormented, I literally die in like a single turn. You feel a surge of unholy energy. Okay, now on 3 form. Please, on 3 form. Tengu Reaver. Do you have a shield? No shield. Ouch. Yeah, that's not what you want to see when you are devoid of evasion. Definitely a pretty bad monster to see when you don't have evasion. Wow, the Bolt of Lightning misses you, the Bolt of Acid misses you. You kill the Tengu Reaver. Alright. I wish I had regen. I don't have resistances. Let me into the Bolt for my rune, please. I need my rune. Wow, 2 World Binders. Okay, I have Portal Projectile. Now I can actually cast these. I can get rid of the summons like this. Very big deal, Portal Projectile. Okay, I don't have this much HP, or like that much HP. I feel like I probably shouldn't rest, so I'm gonna speed up the process. A sorcerer. It has banishment. It has 40% chance to banish me. Something makes me think that this guy can just like cheat me into another part of the abyss by banishing me. I think that's how it works. If you get banished in the abyss, that's what happens. That's so nasty. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna duel the satyr. Wow, it immediately deals so much damage to me. Kill wounds. It's so sad that I heal so much of a single heal wounds. You fall asleep. Delightful. I also drank a potion of mana for effective healing. I think it healed me to effectively full mana. Okay. Back to full, or not back to full HP. Now I am back to full HP. Could have used Ambrosia instead. I think we're fine. Gonna use Finesse as well. I wanna. Wow, the pain. The Abyss shimmers again as the detected Abyss rune vanishes from your memory and reappears. Well, let's go in that direction then. That was painful, but it is important to know that when we do in the Abyss gets restarted. Yeah, this is not the same room bolt, fortunately enough. Getting banished in the Abyss should send you back to the one. Yes, it should send you back to the dungeon, but it doesn't. Anyway, I lived. I think this is looking pretty good. What are we getting now? What are we training for? Evocations, probably. I like that now it is significantly easier to get the rune. Another DEHu of Sorcerer. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And by it, I mean like literally anything. Don't do anything, because all the things that you do are bad. Corrosive Bolt is bad, Damnation is bad, Banishment is bad, Haste is not bad if you don't do any of the other things, but you already hasted and you were not really hesitating to do the other things. This is a Ghost Moth. This is a Ghost Moth. Man, Ghost Moths are such a ridiculous enemy. I don't have invisibility. Gonna drink 3. I think 3 is pretty good for the Ghost Moth, because it gives me good armor class. It's not like I'm dodging something that I cannot see anyway. It also seems that I'm not hitting something that I cannot see anyway. I don't have mana to finesse, so I don't have finesse, it seems. Okay, what is honored by your kill? You say what is dual resets the abyss? It seems so. It's gonna take a while for me to on 3 form, so I'm just gonna Ambrosia for a quick mana regen. You feel less wooden. That could be interesting. There's upsides and downsides from using this rope. Um, Harm is very, very dangerous to use. And I don't know if it's the correct thing to use considering like my lack of HP. On the other hand, it could make it so that the things that can deal damage to me just don't because I kill them faster. But who knows? I wonder if this is actually the entrance to this room vault. What I'm doing right now seems so sketchy. It probably is because of the Katoble Pass. Like, there's no way that Katoble Pass was not there like purposefully. It's like you fly over the lava and then you get petrified and then you die. No, yeah, this is entirely designed with Katoble Pie in mind. It's so nasty. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for it to get close to me. Is it even going to get close to me? For some reason I feel like I have a lot of stealth and things are often very quickly forgetting about me. This is fine because we can do the railbird strategy. Who would have guessed that those boots of flying that I put on were going to be so impactful for my character? Okay, please don't do that. Gonna finesse. Please don't do that. You're still too unstable to blink. Oh no, please don't do that. Come on, I tried so hard. I tried so hard. I'm gonna blink away, because if this guy attacks me with an iron shot, I am super duper dead. Like, not with iron shot, with metal splinters. Deals ridiculously high amounts of damage. Oh, it's gonna kill me. I cannot help but feel that I am pretty doomed. Yeah, it's gonna do it like next turn or so, and it's just gonna kill me. I don't want to fight this, but I literally cannot do anything else other than fight this. Like, I don't have any other option. Because of Okawaru, I don't have I don't have allies that I could summon to block the line of fire. I should try Hep. The thing about Okawaru is that it gives you weapon upgrades, and I've enjoyed the weapon upgrades from Okawaru with these characters. Don't do it. It's gonna do it. It did it, but it didn't kill me. Okay, what I'm thinking of doing is drinking haste and then bow kiting. It is about as fast as me while I'm hasted. Doesn't seem to be chasing after me. Do I just waste the haste? I'm not gonna waste the haste. Okay, I'm gonna waste the haste, whatever. If I can kill that gargoyle, we would be okay. It's right around the corner. It's guaranteed to be around the corner. It's gonna hero finesse preemptively. And there we go. Why didn't I do that in the first place? Okay, yeah, sure. I'll go there after I pick this up. So now I have a rune, my first rune. Luis was certainly not expecting me to be able to get the rune when I got banished. Sure. Okay, I'm not hasted anymore, I'm heroed. This is not really going anywhere. I'm gonna re-teleport, and I'm not gonna be in D15 anymore. I can go do bolts, but I don't want to go do bolts now that I got the rune. Wonder if blinking past it to get the rune, then blinking away would have been a chance to get out. Maybe, but you don't get guaranteed an exit after you pick up the rune. I think what I did was correct because it ended up in less expenditure of blinking. I only used one scroll blinking. I didn't clear this level because Rupert. Okay, so lots of nasty dudes with hexes. I am missing a lure branch here. Ah, swamp. I was so weak that I wasn't able to clear the swamp bolt. Now I am not weak. Now I'm not so weak. Yeah, I can actually do that now. And same goes for killing this boulder beetle. Imagine if it had killed me, however, that would have been somewhat funny. Okay, there's a player ghost here. Deals a lot of damage and has a lot of evasion. I don't want to mess with it. Okay, before I go into swamp, I could put on this roof. Jeez, that's gonna end in tragedy. I can already tell that it's gonna end in tragedy. No XP potions now. Yeah, it's so sad. Um, I feel like the 2 potions of experience was such a big deal. It was so much better than the current version of the Abyss when it comes to experience. Let me say, when it comes to experience, it's very important that I say when it comes to experience, because I think the Abyss is much more palatable now when it comes to anything else that is not experience. Mm, I think it would be better if the Abyss lost the experience again and gave the potions of experience on picking up the rune again. Unless, like, I have been thinking about how I would do it if I had, like, omniscient or like yeah, I guess omniscient control over this game is the correct way to put it. Like, if I could think of changes and they would immediately be implemented in a perfect way, the way that I would do it is like add a special clause for depending if you got banished or not, and depending on your experience level, you get experience from the monsters in the abyss or not, and depending on whether or not or like regardless of that, you would still get the 2 potions of experience from picking up the rune. Because as it is right now, you can theoretically grind for experience in the abyss, and that is not a good thing. You should not be able to grind for experience anywhere in the game, I think, unless it comes at like significant risk. Um, and yeah, like at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say here is that you can get your potions of experience from the abyss. Like, if you really want to, you can get your potions of experience. It's just that it's gonna take you like an hour or two, where before it took you literally just finding the rune and picking it up, and then you have 2 potions of experience. And I like that a lot, so I would like to see it come back, if possible. Yeah, omniscient equals all-knowing. I say all-knowing because all-knowing means that I could just code the changes immediately. Like, with my infinite knowledge, I could code the changes in such a way that they work perfectly without any effort whatsoever. So I thought that omniscient was the correct word to use. Um, hmm. Whoa, okay. Who needs harm when I can have 6 slaying? Goodbye, harm bro. We hardly knew ye. Um, yeah, let's go. And I can also make myself invisible with that, but I don't value that very highly. I would like to not die here. I think it is beyond my abilities to not die here. Unless I duel this Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, definitely. That is a way to avoid dying. Sweet. You imagine it's hard to take away experience, but not take away things that rely on experience. Yeah, it's not quite that. I think that gaining, like, part of the rationale behind the reversal of the decision was that it was like a feel bad moment when you get banished into the abyss and then you like kill things that you have no business killing, and then you don't get rewarded for it. And I agree with that like super heavily. So I think that if you were to get banished at an early stage of the game, it should be the case that you get rewarded for that, like for actually like doing well. On the other hand, if you were to intentionally get banished, like by unequipping all your willpower gear and just like dancing in front of something that can banish you, just to try to get extra experience, that sounds like pretty lame, right? Pretty boring, and we would like to prevent that from happening. Um, So yeah, it's difficult to implement such a solution. I imagine that writing code for that would be very difficult. Um, and since I don't know how to write code, it's not like I can just say, yeah, we should do this and this and this, and then be like, but you code it, because I cannot code it. Like, that's not how the development of crawl works. It's people, contributing their skills for the project. That's how it's been in the past, and that's how it will always be, pretty much. I'm gonna re-teleport here because I'm afraid of the Fence Strider, which, when it comes coupled with everything else, that is, um, my teleport should trigger very, very soon. There we go. I don't like this. We are in a textbook bad situation for Swamp. In Swamp, the situations that you don't want to be in are the situations that force you to fight multiple monsters at the same time. Because every monster in Swamp is super nasty if you're fighting two of them at the same time. If you're only fighting one of the monster, it's like okay to deal with it. But two or more greatly increase the amount of damage that you're in. Like, for example, I isolated the Will-O-Wisp there, it died, and then I isolated um, the Leonoma, and it also died. Yeah, one versus one fights is where it's at in Swamp. If you're not taking one versus one fights, it's because your character is incredibly powerful, or because you're about to die. And let me tell you, this character is not incredibly powerful. It is pretty strong with the obscene amounts of slaying that I have access to, but it is not that good of a character, unfortunately. Mm, okay, what about you don't do that? Yeah, getting constricted is rather scary. Okay. When it comes to the poison clouds and the meth clouds, they are annoying, but unfortunately, I feel like I need the slaying. I really don't think I can take off the slaying. Swamp Drake is nasty because it could confuse me. Mm, oh, the Hydras are awful, actually. I'm gonna re-teleport. I failed to take into account that they were just gonna catch up to me super fast. Oh wow, and they immediately appear again. Turns out that my teleport wasn't very good. Okay, I can deal with Bai Shen. I think I can actually kill her. I think I have the damage to be able to kill her. It's just that when she starts summoning Hydras like crazy, we're in trouble. The Hydras get to me really quickly and they deal way too much damage. Ouch, that really hurt. That was actually way more damage than 54 because I have this thing equipped, Guardian Spirit, and look at my mana bar. You can see how much of a chunk of my mana bar that took. Oh, you cannot see it in tiles. Okay, more of a reason to play console. Yeah, it was here at the very beginning, right here, and it went all the way down to here. So it was like what would you say it was? Like 16, 17 magic? It looks like a bit more than half. Maybe it is about half. I don't know exactly. Maybe it is a bit more than half. If it was a bit more than half, it was like 18 or 19 mana. Anyway, back to tiles we go. Mm, and yeah, I would like to not be in the receiving end of that again. It's the first time that I've gotten hit that hard by that. I have gotten hit by it and it hasn't really dealt that much damage. So clearly I should respect Baisushen a bit more. I'm gonna do a blink to reposition away from the Hydra because it's really scary. It's not gonna buy me that many turns. I don't have regen, so I'm just gonna leave that fight. Gonna forfeit it. Okay. Hero Fitness, definitely. Throne of Water misses you. That's what I wanted to see in the first place. Um, well, we're not dealing damage. Okay, we're kind of dealing damage now. I don't have resistance to electricity, so the clouds would seriously hurt me. The storm scales by Sushen are intact enough to wear. It only happens when I don't want that. Um, what happens if I was to put them on? I think I need to actually wear them to see. 2310, and my bow says, your +4 storm scale so slows your attacks with this weapon by 0.7. Jeez, it's completely unusable. Um, well, I shall stick to my 14 slaying. I guess it's not 14 slaying because I took off one ring of slaying for willpower. We can definitely go back to it. Mm. Lysusheng once again joins her husband in the afterlife. Yeah, it's like I'm actually doing something good for Lysusheng. I'm letting her join her husband. Um, got a wand of digging there. It's pretty nice. Though this character will probably not see a lot of use of that. Um, it's not as bothered by open spaces as a melee character would be, but it's still probably gonna be good in depths, so I don't get surrounded. Maybe in Sod as well. Those are really the only two places where that's gonna be okay. Even for Spider, I don't think it's that fantastic. It's very difficult to acquire a corridor in Spider. I don't have resistance to poison, and I would like to get that. Yeah, I can blink away from the clouds, but it doesn't work that well when the Swamp Dragon just decides to ignore the fact that it's supposed to have a breath cooldown and just shoots me with the cloud again. I'm gonna get a bit of poison applied to me. It is fine. I'm gonna use Hero Finesse here. Yeah. I wanna kill them before they start shooting me with poison like crazy. And I wanna push forward. That is an important thing for me. To be able to push forward so I can get in the front of that, read immolation, and just kill all of that like that. Okay, here we go. That's fine. 10 of Tremor Stones. I have 13 evocations. Yeah, that's more than enough. I don't think I want to continue training that for the rest of the game. Let's train fighting now. Immolations or 10 of Tremor Stones. That's gonna create a bunch of explosions. Take a bit of damage there. 33 damage. I'm standing in a cloud of fire. Got a great mace, but killed literally everything. I can blink, but blinking has a very high chance of landing me in a cloud of fire. So I'm just gonna walk, even though it's gonna deal a bit of damage. There was a shambling mangrove in there as well. It's unfortunate that the shambling mangrove didn't get hit by any of the explosions. But anyway, that got rid of pretty much everyone. So it was a fantastic usage of immolation. That's I always mention it. This specific thing that I just did. I always mention it when I get this swamp ending, and I never get the chance to do it. But this time I saw the chance, and instead of going for going out and trying to find like a ring of poison resistance and then come back only to see that all the swamps all the swamp dragons and hydras had already like walked out. You decided to go for it, and it ended up working out perfectly. So that's a relatively easy second rune. There was a world where the Hydra would have exploded me the turn that I used enough Tremor Stones because I did take a bunch of damage from the explosion. But it's not this world. So I will Bolts? Bolts is so nasty. Like, my last character was significantly stronger than this one, and it still died in Bolts 1. I guess I just have to play it very safe when it comes to Thunderhawks. Or get resistance to electricity. But my only source of that is Baisu Shen's armor, and I just cannot put that on. Anyway, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it here for tonight. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for tonight. That's what I meant. Thank you for watching and thank you for hanging out. If you enjoyed what you saw, you should consider following if you're not already following. And if you are, you can consider subscribing. You don't have to, and I understand if you don't want to or you can't, but it does help me if you choose to do so. With that being said, I will come back tomorrow to play more Crawl. There is a chance that I start earlier and I play something else. There's a chance, but there's no guarantee. It depends on how I feel. John, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Um, I hope that you all enjoyed the stream tonight. It was pretty rough at the beginning, but at the end of the day, at the end of the stream, we had two good characters going. So yeah, let's see who we can rate. Let's see if there's anyone that we can rate. Okay, the only two people playing Crawl are Particle Face and me. Let's see if someone is playing Riff Wizard. Kochmind, after all, the Kochmind community was very generous to me when I played that game. No one playing Kochmind. NetHack? Out of curiosity, June NetHack is about to end. There were not many people playing in June NetHack. June NetHack? June Hack? I don't know how you would pronounce the name of the tournament. June NetHack. June NetHack is how I'm gonna pronounce it. June NetHack. Maybe I should play NetHack myself, like one game in the tournament, just for old time's sake. But like the thought of playing NetHack makes me have like a negative reaction. It's not as bad as some other things that I can think of, and like the sole thought of doing those things makes me kind of want to throw up. But it is close to that. It's like a significantly less intense version of that. So I don't think I want to play NetHack, even if it's June. If there was ever a time for me to play NetHack, it would be on June. But yeah, not today. Anyway, I guess we're rating Particle Phase.